presented car out there. Everything is polished. I saw it with all the bodywork off on Thursday, immaculately prepared.
Here we go. He's just carried a little bit too much speed into that corner. As you mentioned, those tyres still cold, lost the rear, and just struggling to gather it up. Oh no, that looks like Kenny Smith.
Oh,
It's been a big crash.
And that's down at turn number 1. The Reds have come out. David Banks is also caught up in the Talon. So Ken Smith has found that wall on the left-hand side.
I can see his head moving, and I saw David was okay as well. I can see Kenny's hopping out of the car now. His belts are undone. That's a good sign. You never want to see an accident, especially in these cars. They aren't quite as safe, obviously, as some of the more modern stuff. So I'm really pleased to see both those drivers hopping out.
And to the great applause once again from this passionate New Zealand crowd. Ken Smith, that's the car that Tom Alexander qualified in when Ken's original car, the red Lola T332, spun a bearing during qualifying. And that's not the way he wanted to kick off his 60th consecutive year of racing. 75-year-old just surveying what's happened to the car, but that's a lot of damage.
It'll be interesting to see how that all came about down there. Such a fast part of the track. And again, there's a fairly large spread in speed in these cars. So closing speed's obviously huge.
There is Tom Alexander.
To get tangled up somehow.
So there he is at the back of this group. Did he go for a last-minute dive down the inside? It's turned hard left into it. Man, that's big contact with 2-ton concrete blocks on the left-hand side.
Definitely a failure there of some sort. Kenny was well up the inside, and for whatever reason, the car's just turned hard left.
Oh, my goodness. And Banks would have seen him come into the mirrors, but a failure with that car right across the front of the 78s. Let's watch the rear of the car. Blue car at the back of the shot, the Lola.
Yeah, it did look like something collapsed in the left rear. Just there.
Rear wing gone, and absolutely no downforce from that point. And into the wall goes Ken Smith. Both drivers have jumped out of the car. Their cars, I should say. And the red flag has come out here on lap number 2.
Yeah, so these cars actually have, they don't have a huge amount of downforce, but a lot over the rear of the car. And obviously that wing, once it collapsed, just completely unloaded the rear of the car. Slow-mo, it's going to really exaggerate the size of the impact here. Just a passenger from that point.
Oh,
look at the head.
Left rear of the car went across the top of the cockpit of David Banks. Number 78 car at the same time. And cameraman down there, Gerald, who's captured some magnificent shots this weekend. The spring bouncing down the road. Ken Smith off into the gravel trap here. And that's why the red flag has come out in this second lap. He did make some contact at the start of the race while he was charging through the field. As this race is under red flag, let's go down to pit lane and say good morning to Cameron Van den Dungen.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I've got Tom Alexander, who was driving this car just the other day. Some pretty big scenes. Great to see Ken out of the car, though.
Yeah, very scary. You know, you never, especially in these cars, to see that. You know, they're not the safest cars around. Yeah, not sure clear what happened, but just like the rear wings come off. They had very high speed into turn 1, and after then, Kenny's just a passenger. Unfortunately, Cody's been caught up as well, and you never see that, especially in these old cars into turn 1 as well.